Welcome to ZooTube, your go-to podcast for all things wild and wonderful. I'm your host, Alex Turner, and today, we're diving into the fascinating world of one of nature's most elusive and majestic creatures, the leopard. Whether you're a big cat enthusiast or simply curious about the wild, this episode will answer all your burning questions about these incredible animals. And with me today is our expert guest, Dr. Maya Roberts, a renowned wildlife biologist who's spent years studying big cats in the wild. Dr. Roberts, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Alex. It's great to be here and talk about one of my favorite animals, the leopard. I'm excited to share what I've learned over the years.
Let's get started. We've got a ton of questions lined up, and I'm sure our listeners are just as eager to learn as I am. So, Dr. Roberts, let's jump right in with our first question. Dr. Roberts, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a leopard?
A leopard is a large, carnivorous feline species native to Africa and parts of Asia, known for their distinctive golden coats with dark spots. Leopards are part of the big cat family, which includes lions, tigers, and jaguars. They are incredibly agile hunters capable of adapting to a wide range of habitats, from dense forests to open savannas. Leopards are not only beautiful but also one of the most versatile predators in the wild.
Great start, Dr. Roberts. Now, where exactly do leopards live?
Leopards are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats across Africa and parts of Asia. In Africa, they live in savannas, grasslands, and even rainforests. In Asia, you can find them in places like the Himalayan mountains and forests of India, Sri Lanka, and Southeast Asia. They tend to prefer areas with dense vegetation that offers them plenty of cover. But they're also comfortable in more open landscapes where they can easily hunt and hide.
That's fascinating. Now, Dr. Roberts, what exactly do leopards eat?
Leopards are carnivores, and their diet is quite varied. They are opportunistic hunters, which means they'll eat whatever prey is available. Typically, they hunt smaller to medium-sized animals, including antelope, deer, monkeys, and even birds. In some areas, leopards are known to prey on livestock. They are also skilled at hunting in trees, where they can catch birds or other animals that might be difficult to reach on the ground. Interestingly, leopards often drag their kills up into the trees to avoid scavengers like hyenas.
That's impressive. Now, Dr. Roberts, how fast can a leopard run when it's chasing down its prey?
Leopards are incredibly fast runners. They can reach speeds of up to 36 miles per hour, 58 kilometers per hour. In short bursts, this makes them one of the fastest big cats, capable of closing the distance between themselves and their prey with remarkable speed. However, they can only maintain these speeds for short distances, which is why they rely on stealth and surprise when they hunt rather than chasing prey over long distances.
That's really fast. Now, Dr. Roberts, how long do leopards typically live in the wild?
In the wild, leopards usually live for about 12 to 15 years. However, their lifespan can be shorter if they face threats from predators, humans, or other dangers in their environment. In captivity, where they are protected from these threats and have regular food sources, leopards can live up to 20 years or more.
Leopards are definitely impressive creatures. Dr. Roberts, could you describe the physical characteristics of a leopard?
Of course, leopards are sleek, muscular big cats with a compact body and long legs. They typically have a golden yellow coat covered in dark rosettes, which are unique spots arranged in a circular pattern. These spots help them blend into their environment, offering camouflage especially in the tall grasses or shaded forests. Their eyes are usually pale with a sharp, intense gaze. They also have a long, thick tail, which is an essential tool for maintaining balance while they climb or make quick turns while hunting. Overall, leopards have an agile and strong physique, perfectly suited for climbing, running, and stalking prey.
Leopards have such fascinating traits. Dr. Roberts, are leopards solitary or social animals?
Leopards are primarily solitary animals. Unlike lions, which live in prides, leopards prefer to live and hunt alone. They are territorial and usually maintain large territories, marking them with scent markings, scratch marks on trees, and vocalizations. While they may come together briefly for mating, or a mother may stay with her cubs for a period, they generally avoid forming social groups. Their solitary nature helps them stay undetected and be more effective hunters.
Leopards' solitary nature must help them be stealthy hunters. Dr. Roberts, how exactly do leopards hunt?
Leopards are exceptional hunters due to their stealth, agility, and patience. They primarily rely on ambush tactics, silently stalking their prey until they're close enough to make a quick and powerful pounce. Unlike some big cats, leopards are skilled climbers and can hunt from trees, often waiting above for unsuspecting prey. They're also known to be extremely strong, capable of dragging their kills up into trees to protect them from scavengers. Most of their hunting is done at night, as leopards are nocturnal animals, using their keen senses of sight and smell to track down prey.
Great insight into their hunting skills. Dr. Roberts, many people confuse leopards with jaguars. What is the difference between a leopard and a jaguar?
That's a great question, Alex. While leopards and jaguars share similar physical traits, there are some key differences. First, sizey jaguars are larger and more robust, weighing up to 250 pounds, whereas leopards usually weigh between 120 and 200 pounds. Another difference is their spots. Jaguars have larger, more solid spots with a central dot inside, while leopards have smaller rosettes without the central dot. Jaguars also have a much stronger bite force, which allows them to hunt larger prey, such as caimans and tapirs. In terms of habitat, leopards are found mainly in Africa and parts of Asia, while jaguars are native to the Americas, specifically Central and South America.
Leopards are certainly skilled climbers. Dr. Roberts, why are leopards so good at climbing trees?
Leopards are excellent climbers because of their strong muscular bodies and sharp claws, which they use to grip tree trunks and branches. Their long, flexible tails help them maintain balance while navigating through the branches. Climbing trees serves several purposes for leopards. It's a great way to escape danger, store their food away from scavengers, and even scout for prey. Additionally, their ability to climb allows them to reach high vantage points where they can survey their surroundings, making them highly effective hunters.
Leopard spots are one of their most distinctive features. Dr. Roberts, what is the significance of a leopard's spots?
The spots on a leopard's coat, known as rosettes, serve as a form of camouflage, helping them blend into their environment. In the wild, leopards live in areas with dense foliage, tall grasses, or shadowy forests where their spots break up. Their outline and make them harder to see by both prey and predators. Each leopard's pattern is unique, like a human fingerprint, and may also help them communicate with other leopards by signaling territory boundaries. In addition to camouflage, their coat helps regulate body temperature by allowing them to absorb and reflect sunlight.
Leopards are such incredible animals. Dr. Roberts, are leopards considered endangered?
Leopards are not currently classified as endangered, but they are facing significant threats. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, they are listed as near threatened. Habitat loss, poaching for their fur, and conflicts with humans especially in areas where leopards prey on livestock. Major concerns. In some regions, such as parts of India, leopard populations are dwindling due to human-wildlife conflict and habitat fragmentation. However, there are still strong populations in protected areas, and conservation efforts are helping to ensure their survival.
Leopards may be solitary, but I'm sure they still communicate in some way. Dr. Roberts, how do leopards communicate?
Leopards communicate through a combination of vocalizations, scent marking, and body language. They make a variety of sounds, including growls, grunts, and a distinctive sawing noise that resembles a chainsaw. This is typically used to express aggression or to ward off rivals. Scent marking is also crucial. They mark their territory with urine, feces, or by rubbing their scent glands on trees. This helps other leopards know where their boundaries are. Finally, their body language, like posture, facial expressions, and tail movements, can indicate whether they're relaxed, threatened, or ready to attack.
That's really interesting. Dr. Roberts, can you tell us about the reproductive cycle of a leopard?
The reproductive cycle of a leopard typically begins when females reach sexual maturity, which is around 2 to 3 years of age. Females usually go into estrus or heat every 35 to 45 days, and this period lasts about a week. During estrus, they attract males through scent marking and vocalizations. Mating usually takes place in the wild when a female is in heat. After mating, the female has a gestation period of about 90 to 105 days, giving birth to 1 to 4 cubs. Cubs are born blind and rely heavily on their mother for protection and nourishment. They begin to open their eyes at around 10 days old and start following their mother as they grow. Cubs stay with their mother for up to 2 years before becoming independent.
Leopards are so adaptable to different environments. Dr. Roberts, what is a leopard's habitat like?
Leopards are incredibly versatile and can thrive in a wide range of habitats. In Africa, they can be found in savannas, grasslands, and even the dense rainforests. In Asia, they inhabit diverse environments such as temperate forests, rocky hills, and scrublands. They tend to prefer areas with plenty of cover, such as dense vegetation, trees, and cliffs, which help them avoid detection by both prey and predators. Leopards are also quite skilled at adapting to human-dominated landscapes, often residing in areas near farms or cities, though this can lead to conflicts with humans.
Leopards are such skilled hunters, but I'm curious, Dr. Roberts, can a leopard swim?
Yes, leopards can swim. While they may not be as water-loving as tigers, leopards are strong swimmers and are capable of crossing rivers or swimming to catch prey or escape danger. In some regions, leopards are known to hunt aquatic animals like fish or even small crocodiles, which requires them to swim. Their ability to swim also helps them access areas of their territory that other predators might avoid.
Leopards are incredible survivors, but they must face challenges in the wild. Dr. Roberts, what are some of the major threats that leopards face?
Leopards face several significant threats in the wild. Habitat loss is one of the biggest challenges, as human development and agriculture continue to expand into areas where leopards live. This forces them into smaller, fragmented territories, which reduces their access to prey and increases the risk of human-wildlife conflict. Poaching is another serious threat. Leopards are hunted for their beautiful fur and body parts, which are sold on the black market. In some regions, leopards also face competition from other large predators such as lions and hyenas, who can drive them away from their kills. Lastly, leopards can fall victim to retaliation from humans, especially when they attack livestock, leading to further human-leopard conflicts.
Leopards are tough animals. Dr. Roberts, how do leopards defend themselves when they're threatened?
Leopards are highly skilled at defending themselves using a combination of physical strength, agility, and stealth. When threatened, they may try to escape quickly, often by climbing trees or hiding in dense vegetation where they can't be easily seen. If cornered or facing an immediate threat, leopards will fight back, using their sharp claws and powerful jaws. Their agility allows them to make swift, precise attacks. In some cases, they'll also use their loud vocalizations, like growling or roaring, to intimidate or warn off rivals. Since they are solitary animals, leopards rely on their ability to avoid conflict by being stealthy, but they are more than capable of defending themselves when necessary.
Leopards are so fascinating. Dr. Roberts, are there different types of leopards?
Yes, there are several subspecies of leopards, each adapted to different regions and environments. The most well-known is the African leopard Panthera, pardus, which is found across sub-Saharan Africa. In Asia, there are a few other subspecies, like the Indian leopard Panthera, Pardus fusca, the Sri Lankan leopard Panthera, Pardus cotea, and the Amur leopard Panthera, Pardus orientalis, which is critically endangered and found in the forests of the Russian Far East and parts of China. Each subspecies varies slightly in size, coat pattern, and behavior, but all leopards share similar characteristics, such as their agility and ability to adapt to diverse habitats.
Leopards are truly one of a kind. Dr. Roberts, what makes leopards unique among big cats?
Leopards are unique among big cats for several reasons. First, their adaptability stands out unlike other big cats. Leopards can thrive in a wide variety of habitats, from dense forests to open savannas. Another unique trait is their exceptional climbing ability. While other big cats like lions and tigers may climb trees occasionally, leopards are masters of the skill, often hauling their prey up into trees to keep it safe from scavengers. Additionally, leopards are incredibly stealthy and opportunistic hunters, capable of stalking prey silently and pouncing when the moment is right. Their ability to live alone in large territories and their flexibility in diet further set them apart from other big cats that tend to be more social or have stricter habitat preferences.
Leopards are such important animals in the wild. Dr. Roberts, how do leopards contribute to the ecosystem?
Leopards play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems. As apex predators, they help control populations of herbivores and smaller carnivores, preventing any one species from becoming overabundant and disrupting the ecosystem. By hunting weaker or sick animals, they help maintain the health of prey populations, ensuring genetic diversity. Additionally, leopards help manage populations of smaller predators and scavengers, which can reduce competition for resources. Their ability to haul prey up into trees and store food also benefits other animals by limiting scavenger activity on kills, allowing other species to feed in different parts of the environment. In this way, leopards help preserve biodiversity and the structure of their habitats.
Leopards have been part of folklore and myths for centuries. Dr. Roberts, Can you share some common myths and facts about leopards?
Absolutely. Let's start with some myths. Myth: leopards can't change their spots. While the saying is popular, in reality, leopards' fur patterns change as they grow, and individual rosette patterns are unique to each leopard. Myth: black panthers are a separate species. Black panthers are actually leopards or jaguars with melanism, a genetic condition that causes their fur to be almost completely black. Myth: leopards are the same as cheetahs. While they may look similar at first glance, leopards are stealthier, have rosette-shaped spots instead of solid spots, and are much stronger climbers. Now for some fascinating facts. Fact: leopards are the most widespread big cats. They are found in Africa, Asia, and parts of the Middle East, making them one of the most adaptable big cats. Fact: leopards are incredibly strong for their size. They can carry prey up to 3 times their body weight into trees, something no other big cat does as efficiently. Fact: leopards can live close to humans without being noticed. Their stealthy nature allows them to survive in areas near human settlements, often hunting at night to avoid detection. Leopards are truly fascinating creatures, both in reality and in legend.
Leopard cubs are incredibly cute, but raising them in the wild must be a challenge. Dr. Roberts, how do leopards care for their young?
Leopard mothers are highly protective and dedicated to raising their cubs. After a gestation period of about 90 to 105 days, a female gives birth to 1 to 4 cubs in a hidden den, often in caves, thick bushes, or hollow trees to keep them safe from predators at birth. Leopard cubs are blind and completely dependent on their mother. She nurses them for the first 2 to 3 months, gradually introducing them to solid food by bringing back small prey. As they grow, she teaches them essential survival skills, like stalking, hunting, and climbing. To protect them from threats like lions, hyenas, or other predators, she frequently moves them to new hiding spots. Cubs typically stay with their mother for about 18 to 24 months, learning everything they need to survive before becoming independent. Once they leave, they establish their own territories, continuing the cycle of life in the wild.
Leopards have a reputation for being one of the most stealthy predators in the animal kingdom. Dr. Roberts, why is that?
Leopards are known for their incredible stealth because of their unique combination of physical adaptations and hunting techniques. First, their coat, covered in rosette-shaped spots, provides excellent camouflage in various environments, whether it's dense forests, grasslands, or rocky terrains. This allows them to move undetected while stalking prey. Second, leopards are masters of silent movement. They have soft, padded paws that help them walk quietly, and their flexible bodies allow them to move through dense vegetation with minimal noise. Unlike some big cats that rely on speed, leopards use patience and precision, stalking their prey slowly and staying low to the ground before launching a sudden, powerful attack. Another factor is their preference for hunting at night. Leopards have excellent night vision, allowing them to blend into the darkness. While spotting prey that may not see them coming, they are also known to ambush their prey from trees, using their powerful limbs to pounce from above. All of these traits make leopards some of the most effective and elusive hunters in the wild.
Leopards have been part of cultural stories for centuries. Dr. Roberts, what role do leopards play in African and Asian folklore?
Leopards hold a significant place in the folklore and mythology of many African and Asian cultures. They are often seen as symbols of power, cunning, and mystery in African folklore. Leopards are frequently portrayed as both feared and respected. Some tribes see them as symbols of leadership and bravery, with warriors and chiefs wearing leopard skins to show their strength. Others view them as tricksters, using their intelligence and stealth to outsmart larger or stronger animals. In some cultures, leopards are believed to be spirit animals or even shapeshifters, capable of transforming into humans or supernatural beings in Asian mythology. Particularly in India and China, leopards are associated with strength and protection. In some regions, they are linked to deities or celestial beings, often depicted as guardians in ancient art and literature. In Tibetan culture, the snow leopard, closely related to the common leopard, is seen as a mystical creature representing solitude and wisdom. Throughout history, leopards have been admired for their agility and silent power, making them one of the most legendary animals in folklore.
Leopards are solitary animals, so they must have a way to mark their territory. Dr. Roberts, how do they do it?
Leopards use several methods to mark their territory and communicate with other leopards without direct confrontation. One of the primary ways they do this is through scent marking. They spray urine on trees, rocks, and bushes to leave behind a strong-smelling chemical signal that warns other leopards of their presence. Another method is scratching and clawing on tree trunks. This not only sharpens their claws, but also leaves visible marks and scent from glands in their paws. Leopards also use feces and scat deposits in strategic locations to signal that an area is occupied. In addition to scent, leopards use vocalizations like growls, roars, and rasping coughs to announce their presence, especially during mating season. These sounds can travel long distances and help establish dominance without the need for physical confrontations. By marking their territory, leopards reduce unnecessary conflicts and ensure they have enough space and resources to survive.
Leopards in the wild face many challenges, but what about in captivity? Dr. Roberts, what is the lifespan of a leopard in captivity?
In captivity, leopards generally live much longer than their wild counterparts. While a leopard in the wild typically lives between 12 to 15 years, in captivity, they can live up to 23 years or more. This extended lifespan is due to several factors, including regular veterinary care, a steady food supply, and protection from predators and environmental dangers. Zoos and wildlife sanctuaries provide a controlled environment where leopards don't have to hunt or defend their territory. However, to ensure their physical and mental well-being, they need proper enrichment, such as climbing structures, hunting simulations, and social interactions when appropriate. Even though captivity extends their lifespan, conservationists prioritize protecting leopards in the wild, ensuring they continue playing their vital role in natural ecosystems.
Leopards have made their mark in history and pop culture. Dr. Roberts, can you tell us about some famous leopards?
Absolutely. Leopards have appeared in mythology, literature, films, and even real-life historical records. Here are a few notable ones. Bagheera, the Jungle Book, one of the most famous fictional leopards. Bagheera is Mowgli's wise and protective mentor in Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book. Though often mistaken for a panther, he is actually a melanistic leopard. The Ghost and the Darkness. This 1996 film is based on the true story of the Tsavo man-eaters, two infamous maneless lions that terrorized railway workers in Kenya. However, the story also brought attention to Africa's other big cats, including leopards, which are often misunderstood predators. Sita, the National Geographic leopard. Sita was a famous leopard featured in National Geographic's documentary Eye of the Leopard. This film followed her journey from a cub to an adult in the African wilderness. Leopard symbolism in ancient Egypt. Leopards were associated with power and royalty in ancient Egypt. Some pharaohs and priests wore leopard skins as a symbol of strength and divine protection. Shere Khan's leopard counterpart, while Shere Khan from the Jungle Book is a tiger, some lesser-known versions of the story replace him with a leopard, reflecting the species' presence across India. Leopards have been admired and feared throughout history, cementing their place in both reality and imagination.
Leopards are powerful and independent animals, but can they be tamed or trained? Dr. Roberts, what's the truth behind this?
Leopards are wild animals by nature, and unlike some other big cats, they are extremely difficult to tame or train. Unlike lions or tigers, which have been kept in captivity and trained for performances or conservation efforts, leopards are solitary, unpredictable, and highly territorial. In ancient times, some rulers and hunters attempted to train leopards for hunting, especially in India and the Middle East. However, even those leopards remained wild at heart and could never be fully domesticated in modern times. While some leopards have been raised in captivity and may tolerate human interaction, they retain their natural instincts. Even those born in zoos or wildlife sanctuaries remain unpredictable and can be dangerous if they feel threatened. Because of this, conservationists and animal experts strongly advise against attempting to tame or keep leopards as pets, instead of taming them. The best way to interact with leopards is through responsible wildlife conservation, ensuring they can thrive in their natural habitats.
Dr. Roberts, we've covered a lot of fascinating aspects of leopards in today's podcast. Now that we've asked all the important questions, what should we do next to wrap up this episode for our listeners?
To wrap up, Alex, it's crucial to remind our listeners about the importance of leopard conservation. While leopards are adaptable and resilient animals, many of their populations are still at risk due to habitat loss and poaching. We can all play a role in protecting these incredible creatures by supporting wildlife conservation efforts and spreading awareness about their significance in ecosystems. Let's encourage our listeners to learn more, share this knowledge, and take action in whatever way they can.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts, for all the insightful information today. That's it for this episode of ZooTube. We hope you enjoyed learning about leopards and their role in the wild. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll explore more fascinating animals and their ecosystems. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of nature.